Right now, I want you to take a live look at the beach. Things are definitely much better now after red tide ravaged our coast just last year. But experts are now worried the impacts could still be lingering. ABC Action News reporter Heather Lee speaks with doctors about new research that they're working on right now to see if there are long-term health effects linked to red tide.
Well, now that red tide is gone, they're looking for about 400 people to come in and do baseline testing. Of course, those same folks would have to come back and do more testing once red tide pops up again.
Last year, red tide plagued our beaches for months and months.
It's a disaster for Florida.
Hurting the economy and the environment. Doctors saying they saw a lot of folks suffering from respiratory issues. Researchers at Mote Marine Laboratory in Sarasota saying it's one of the worst red tide blooms our area has seen. And another one is most likely not far off.
Is there a chance? Yes. There's no question about it. You don't want to sugarcoat it.
Mitigation already in place thanks to state and federal funding will hopefully keep the severity of the next bloom at bay. But doctors are now wondering if there are long-lasting health effects from the neurotoxins red tide is producing and dispersing into the air.
One of the basic questions that's not understood is having a robust immune response a good thing, or is it a bad thing?
It's why Congressman Vern Buchanan is attempting to secure more than $6 million to fund a study focusing on how the body's central nervous system and blood respond to the neurotoxin. They say inflammation is something red tide and other neurological disorders seem to have in common.
It's a natural thing for us to look at red tide and the neurotoxin that it releases, because we know from animal studies it can cause inflammation.
Officials again are looking for about 400 folks to sign up for that study. If you're interested, all of the info is on abcactionnews.com. In Sarasota, Heather Lee, ABC Action News.